Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Swiss tourism webinar with a focus or renewed focus on Zurich. On behalf of DDP Webinars team, happy Friday and thank you for being with us today. Before I hand over to our elite panelists and charming panelists, I would just like to go through a couple of housekeeping announcements. Number one, we're not expecting any IT challenges or any tech challenges, but these do happen. So if you can't see us, you can't hear us, your screen freezes, please use the reconnect button at the top. If you can't see the reconnect button, just refresh the browser window. You will come back to this page. I promise you, we've done, I think, a couple of hundred webinars now, and there has been no problem that has not been sorted out by refreshing. So if you had any challenges, please refresh. We want this webinar to be as interactive as possible. So ask questions, however big or small they are. Our panelists are here to answer them. Use the chat functionality to ask as many questions as possible. The recording of this webinar will be made available for you to send onwards to your colleagues, friends, or anyone who might want more information on Switzerland and Zurich. We've also got an exciting quiz at the end. So please make sure you listen carefully because there's some exciting prizes, including trips available to the winner of the quiz. We've also, the deck or the presentation for the webinar today will be made available to download from this portal towards the end of the webinar. So please make sure that if you want to download it, stick around till the end so you can download it yourself. And finally, we are trying to make these webinars as interactive as possible. We've got some polls, we've got videos, so please answer that as honestly as possible. It does help us for the future. Finally, on behalf of DDP Webinars, thanks once again. And I'd now like to hand over to my good friend, Ameya, to take it forward. Ameya, over to you.
Thank you so much, Nikhil. Absolute pleasure to come back with a new webinar for all our attendees. This time focusing on one of the most popular cities in Switzerland, Zurich. And we have a very interesting set of presenters who will be there. So I would like to welcome everybody and all our attendees. So today we have a very special set of presenters. There's Ms. Sandra Schmeter, representing Zurich Tourism, Area Manager for India and France. We have Ms. Amalia Gonzalez, who's the Senior Sales Manager for the beautiful, gorgeous Mandarin Oriental Savoy 5-star Superior Hotel in Zurich. And Ms. Kaya Buri, the Marketing Assistant for the Utokulm top of Zurich. A beautiful excursion to a mountaintop with a fantastic view, along with a wonderful accommodation experience. So we have some wonderful products to showcase to you. But before we get there, a few points to note. Of course, the question always comes in with regards to visas. So right now, the visas, just to update you, appointments are available as per the information slots made available by VFS Global on their portal. The minimum processing time is 13 to 15 working days from the time the documents arrive at the visa section in Delhi. What the visa section has made available for the Swiss Schengen visa is that you can now apply up to 6 months in advance. So if your clients are interested in Switzerland, bookings are confirmed, apply as much in advance as possible, and you shouldn't have an issue with the processing of the visas. And right now, as always has been, the visas come under the sole authority of the Embassy of Switzerland visa section in Delhi. Switzerland Tourism, we are just the carriers of information for your benefit. And we can ensure that if you have any queries, you can write directly to the visa section themselves on their email ID, newdelhi.visa@eda.admin.ch. That's newdelhi.visa@eda.admin.ch. And they would be able to answer queries within 48 hours. So just keep that in mind. And to ensure that you ease this visa process for them smoothly. So we're going to get you to Zurich, and one of the most convenient ways of reaching Zurich is with Swiss International Airlines, Switzerland's national airline carrier. You have daily direct flights to Zurich from Bombay and Delhi. Once you land in Zurich, of course, you are in the midst of alpine serenity in one of the most beautiful airports in the world. That's Zurich Airport. an airport surrounded by an alpine mountainous landscape and has a lot of shopping, food and gourmet and lounge facilities for your clients to enjoy as well. And then, of course, once you're at Zurich Airport, you just make it to the airport center, cross the road, a couple of flights of stairs down, and you're at the train station to wherever you need to go in Switzerland, and an easy 10 to 12-minute train journey directly to the Zurich main station as well. So I'm not going to keep you guys away from Zurich. So I would like to welcome on board at the podium Miss Sandra Schmieter, who's going to tell you about all the various things your clients can do in Zurich. Over to you, Sandra.
Thank you very much, Amaya. Thank you for taking your time, and especially thank you already for all your work that you're doing. We appreciate every single guest from India, and we're happy to have them. I would like to start actually with a little video of someone you probably know who spent some time in Zurich and really enjoyed the city and definitely will come back next year.
Ditch that 9 to 5 for a while now. Look how happy and wide you smile now when your hair feels the wind blow. I'm getting high alive today. I'm getting high alive today.
So Neeraj Chopra enjoyed the city. I think this is also what he appreciated what most of Zurich. It is the high quality of life that Zurich has. We really have one of the highest quality of life of all cities worldwide. This is something that actually can be enjoyed by your guests, your clients as well. The infrastructure is impeccable. The public transport system works so well. When you are in the middle of the city, you always have the possibility to spend some time at public parts. You're always surrounded by nature. The gastronomy is extraordinary. It's really high quality. Even if you just grab a sandwich from a bakery, it is really good and tasty. Another good quality that you will enjoy, especially in summer, is the water. There are over 1,200 fountains in the city of Zurich with drinking water. And another nice thing, especially for tourism, is the great nightlife that we're having, which is really safe also for women-only trips. So another reason why your clients should come to Zurich. Amaya already told you about the Zurich airport. Something really nice actually that we're enjoying a lot is that the Zurich airport is close to the city, and the train, which leaves every 20 minutes, it only takes you 10 minutes from the Zurich airport to the city center, Zurich main station. So profit from it. Don't spend too much money on the taxis. There's no use for it. To enjoy the city of Zurich, it makes much sense to get the Zurich card. You can use all public transport system in Zurich and also the surrounding. The train from airport to the city center is included as well. There are a lot of things that your clients can profit from. For example, also going to Uetliberg. This is a nice idea to combine it also with our Zurich City Guide app that your guests can download. It's an interactive app that we're offering you. There are always very great ideas, seasonal highlights, what to do in the city. When you have individual clients traveling around and discovering the city by themselves, this is actually a great help and support to find the right fitting places for them. You can even integrate the Zurich card in it. You can even buy it from the Zurich app, and you can use your app as a ticket in the tram, in the bus, in the trains. What public transport system means, I would like to show you here in another video. having a Zurich card in Zurich, or also the Swiss travel system, it means that you can also use all the Limmat boats, but also do a little cruise on the lake, which is gorgeous. The next stop for a guest definitely should be at the beautiful Old Town. A great way to explore the Old Town is through a guided tour. We have a huge network of tour guides at Zurich Tourism. You can book them private for a group of yours, but your guests can also join public tours and do a walking through the city, where you get to know a lot of fun facts, a lot of insight, and you will see a lot of hidden gems that you usually don't find by yourself. Another great area to discover for your clients is the urban Zurich West. It's the former industrial area where all the nightlife and gastronomy is happening. There are very nice fashion stores, and it's a very interesting combination also architecture-wise. You find very new buildings, new stores combined with an industrial and also a little bit more of an urban vibe. So make sure they find their way also to Zurich West. It's worth it. In the next weeks, actually, we're in the full bloom. So the face of atmosphere also of Zurich changes a lot. During the next 2 months, all the blossoming is happening. And here again, I would like to give you a little insight of how the next 2 months will look like in Zurich. So here another video. So a beautiful time to explore the city, have a picnic, sit in the public parks and enjoy nature in the middle of the city. A great idea to visit is the Kunsthaus Zurich. It is actually the largest art museum there is in Switzerland. There you can see the newer building. There are a total 3 buildings. This is the newer one, which opened in 2021. It is very central. It also has a great museum store, beautiful local products, which is actually a good place to do some souvenir shopping. And there's also a good gastronomy right in it. You will also probably have guests interested in more interactive museums. Of course, there are some of them as well. One of it is the WOW Museum. It is located right at the Zurich main station. It is all about optical illusions, and the visitors of the museum become part of the illusion while they're taking pictures of themselves or their family or kids. You all probably already know the FIFA Museum, and they have a great museum in the middle of the city, close to the lake, where you can even challenge your own soccer skills. Probably the most famous museum that we're having is the Lindholm of Chocolate. It is right next to the lake, a must visit for your guests when they're here. You can eat chocolate as much as you want to, and it is really worth a visit. Amaya already told you a little bit about the quality of the Zurich airport. Something that is not known as much probably is the Circle. It is a rather new district. It opened in November 20, and it is right next to the airport, and it has 2 hotels, the Hyatt Regency and the Hyatt Place. There are also plenty of restaurants, stores, which are actually open on Sundays as well. There are university facilities and a beautiful park. So if your clients have to spend a little more time at the airport to wait for the flights, please recommend this place for them. It is worth and much nicer to wait there. The hub situation is very interesting too, of course, in Zurich. There are plenty of things to do as a day trip from Zurich on. I show you some ideas. One of the most famous one probably might be the Rhine Falls. You can go there by train and it only takes you a little more than an hour, or you can also book a tour and it brings you there with a bus. Another great place to go is the Mount Rigi. It is the Queen of the Mountain, as we like to call it. It is a little bit less famous than the Pilatus or the Titlis, so this is also why there isn't as many tourists in the main season as you probably might find in other mountains. Up there, the panoramic is incredible. You really can see 13 different lakes from up there. It is a car-free mountain, so it's beautiful to do a little walk up there as well. One of the most famous one is really close to Zurich, actually. In 1.5 hours, you can reach the Mount Titlis, where you can even enjoy winter in summertime. So I would like to remind you again that Zurich Tourism has this travel trade corner, so we're very happy to support you in your work. If you're looking for new ideas for your clients, if you want to book a tour, if you want to do something extraordinary, please feel free to contact us. We're very happy to help and hopefully make your work a little easier. Here are my contact details, and now I would like to go for the first poll question. Which Zurich landmark or attraction is at the top of your client's must-visit list? Is it A, the charming old town? Is it B, the picturesque Lake Zurich? C, the iconic Bahnhofstrasse with its shopping district? D, the Uetliberg mountain with its panoramic view over the city and the lake? Or is it something else? Very curious to know. So I hope you're all answering these questions, and we will find out a little bit more about the interests of your clients.
So Andrea, 35% has said the pictures Lake Zurich, followed by 27% who saying the charming old town, and 27% as well for the Uetliberg mountain with the city views.
Very good to hear that it's not only about shopping. Very cool. So now I would like to hand over to the great hotel at Paradeplatz to my dear friend Amalia. Please, up to you.
Thank you, Sandra. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm really happy and delighted to be part of this webinar today. My name is Amalia. I'm the market manager for India. Since the opening of Mandarin Oriental Savoy Zurich. And as you can see in this beautiful picture, we actually renovated completely during the pandemic the Savoy Hotel, which is an institution in the city and was the first hotel to be open 185 years ago. And we are open since December the 21st, Christmas time, because it was the anniversary of the hotel and we wanted to honor this in the city and this beautiful landmark. So, hotel number 38 in our brand, and I am very happy to say that we have in Switzerland now 3 Mandarin Orientals, Geneva, Zurich, and Lucerne, that your clients can combine all together. So Sandra is the expert in Zurich, so she already mentioned everything about this beautiful capital of cool, on all the things that you can do in the city. But I want to highlight one of our unique selling points because this is the hotel and our location is unbeatable. We are located on Bahnhofstrasse, which is one of the most luxurious avenues in the world. And next to all the luxury brands that our concierge can get appointments for your clients as well. Very close to the hotel, to the left is the old town, of course, and to the right, more the restaurants, shopping area, 100 meters from the lake, and very close to the train station as well. You can easily reach the train station by walking 10 minutes, or with the tram with 2 stops, or maybe 5 minutes with a taxi. So the location is our number one key selling point, I will say, yes? So we are talking about the rebirth of an icon, because as I mentioned, this hotel was opened in 1838. It was actually the vision of this man on the screen, Mr. Alfred Bauer, who came from Austria. He was a baker, and he really noticed that the hotel needed a city because a lot of rich people were coming and traveling through Europe. So he gathered some money in the city when really Switzerland was a really poor country back those days, and he built the iconic Savoy Hotel. So at the beginning was the first hotel to be open. We had many clients staying with us, like Charles Dickens, Richard Wagner, the composer, Franz Liszt, the pianist. So it's a very famous icon in the city. And we completely renovated this property to honor him and to honor the history of this building. So talking about now, 2024, we of course have a Mandarin Oriental property full of contemporary elegance, design, modern, the new luxury brand in the city, and actually the only luxury brand in the city. The hotel was designed by this gentleman, Tristan Aue, who was born in Paris, and he's very trendy now because he renovated completely the Crillon Hotel in Paris and the Carlton Hotel in Cannes, which is very famous for the ILTM show. So as you can see here, the hotel is really boutique, small, 80 keys only. This is our Mandarin Lounge, which is like the living room of your home away from home. 2 desks for check-in with this welcome drink experience, oshiburi towels, and a very private and intimate service. We have in total 80 rooms and suites. 44 of them are entry-level categories, as you can see in the picture, modern, luxurious, but also respecting the structure of the building, because we need to, it's a heritage building, so we really need to respect the architecture. 35 square meters for the deluxe rooms and 25 for the superior rooms. We have as well 36 of the largest suites in the city center. So we have junior suites, corner suites, signature suites, and 40% of them are interconnecting. And this is amazing for the families coming from India, because we can create a booking with until 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and 4-bedroom apartment until 280 square meters. That's why is that we have the largest suites in the city center. We can also confirm upon booking interconnecting rooms, if we have availability, upgrade requests as well, or special conditions for families and clients traveling to Mandarin. Mandarin Oriental is all about the food in the entire world. We have more than 28 Michelin stars. So we have 4 different options and restaurants in the hotel. The Mandarin Lunch that I already mentioned for a quick coffee, a drink, and maybe chill a little bit in the lobby bar. We have our Savoy Brasserie and Bar. It's our all-day restaurant. Really, this is the picture. This is where we offer the buffet breakfast included in the rate. Of course, lunch, dinner, and the kitchen. It's a mix between French cuisine and Swiss dishes. So your clients will find here all our national Swiss typical dishes. And we have as well an Italian restaurant, Orsini, which is our fine dining option, commanded by this amazing gentleman here, Michelin award Italian chef Antonio Guida, who is our chef in Mandarin Oriental Milano. So the plan is, because we are a new property, to achieve the Michelin stars this year and the second one next year. So we are still in a very opening phase, and we are really looking forward to win our stars. And last but not least, we will open next month for the summer season the rooftop terrace bar with an amazing view overlooking Zurich City, the Alps, the mountains, the lake, the landmarks of the city. This is going to be a very cool bar, a hotspot in the summer, snacks with an Asian twist, drinks, DJ, and of course, you can book this beautiful bar as well for a private event, for a bachelor party, for a birthday celebration, for a little Indian gathering, maybe even for a family, and we can do it without any problem. We also have a full space dedicated to banqueting and wedding facilities. On the first floor, we have 700 square meters for this, 11 different meeting spaces. So even for a small luxury hotel and a small property, we have plenty of space to host different events and with different styles as well. For example, this is our lovely ballroom, and we can, of course, celebrate different occasions. Yeah. That's it from my side. So thank you very much. Let's go to the poll questions. What kind of accommodation do most of your clients look for? So A, a charming boutique hotel in the heart of the old town, a trendy hotel in Zurich West close to the nightlife, a stylish design hotel near shopping areas, or a hotel in the airport region. So let's see.
What would your pick be, Amalia, if you wouldn't sleep in your own beautiful hotel?
If I am a Mandarin Oriental Zurich client, I will say that the stylish design hotel near shopping areas is something that people really, really love. And also that we are a very charming boutique hotel in the heart of the city, because I mentioned our location. And this is something, I mean, you are from here, I'm from here. I am not lying, correct?
No, you're not. It's really undeniable. One of the best you can have.
Yeah.
And I just saw the view from the rooftop and I was like,
yes,
really impressed. Yes, it is a special place.
Sandra, you can do your Zurich presentations from our rooftop and highlight the whole city.
Good idea.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Absolutely.
So now I'm curious.
Yeah. Let's see.
What did come out? We don't have results yet, huh?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I was talking on mute. 43% of people said it was a charming hotel in the heart of town, followed by 28% saying a stylish design hotel near shopping areas, and 21% said a trendy hotel in Zurich West, close to nightlife. Thank you.
Perfect. Amazing. So thank you very much for listening. And then I am going to move forward with my lovely colleague. Yeah, thank you.
So hello everyone, my name is Kaya and today I'm gonna introduce you to the Hotel Uttakulm, where I work as a marketing assistant. The Hotel Uttakulm was built in 1838 and has been owned by the family Free since 1999 and is now managed by Fabian Free. We are among the top 3 attractions in Zurich, and we have the highest viewing tower that you can see here on this picture in the area of Zurich. The Uetliberg is the local mountain of the city Zurich and a favorite destination for tourists and locals as well. It's accessible within a 20 minutes journey from the central station. Exactly, perfect. So then I will tell you something about our hotel. We have 55 rooms in total, and we are a 4-star hotel. 9 of these are suites and 24 are panorama rooms, plus 12 business rooms. All of our rooms are modernly furnished and all have their own coffee machine, and the bathrooms are stocked with shampoo and body wash from Söder. It's a local Zurich brand. Then next, the sauna oasis. We have a small, excellent wellness area, which includes a sauna, a steaming bath, an ice grotto, and aroma shower, and it's inclusive for all of our hotel guests. So now I will tell you something about our culinary delights. Our menu includes seasonal dishes that are offered in different rooms of our hotel. In the summer, we also serve food on our beautiful panoramic terrace that you also can see on the picture. And there, every Thursday evening, we have Music and Dine, where musicians entertain our guests with live music. And then we have our own Mainsaß. It's typical wooden chalet, and in the winter, our guests enjoy to eat fondue and raclette there. But the room can also be booked all around the year as a seminar or banquet room. Then we also have a small market stall where our guests can buy simple snacks such as sausages, pasta, and soups, and then enjoy the beautiful view outside. So next, I will tell you something about our events. From Sunday brunch to a tavolata and dance, to a dinner creamy, there's a lot going on at our hotel. Throughout the winter, we have the Winter Wonderland concept, and now I'm pleased to show you a video about that. Perfect, thank you. Then we also have a summer concept, and it's called Muse Garden. Our panoramic terrace is decorated with many plants, and you get the kind of Mediterranean feeling there. And as I said before, we have live music, and our guests can just switch off from all their worries. And yeah, it's just like a little summer oasis. And then we also have a video about that. Perfect, thank you. Then next to weddings, we are a very popular wedding location, and we had a lot of weddings last year, around 50 weddings. And you can get married outside directly above Zurich with the view over the city and the lake and also the Alps. Then you can have an aperitif on our panoramic terrace with a wonderful view, dinner in a traditional hall, and an overnight stay in a dream suite. We offer you the complete package. The hotel can also be booked in its totally, and we would be very delighted to cook and serve you with Indian food if you would like. And also you are welcome to organize your own caterer. And we also have a video to this from a wedding that took place last year. So next to the seminars, we are also a popular conference location. We have a total of 9 different seminar rooms, and the largest one offers up to 100 people. From 99 Swiss francs per person, you can hold a meeting and also eat lunch at a restaurant. And the beautiful view, of course, is for free. So now I would like to thank you for your attention and for giving me the opportunity to introduce you to the Hotel Uttakulm. And we will be very delighted to receive an inquiry and to welcome you to On Top of Zurich. Thank you. Then I will go to the pool question. When in Zurich, what activities are your clients interested in the most? A, outdoors activities like hiking and biking. B, cultural exploration through museums. Leisure strolls along the beautiful lake promenade. D, none of them, they prefer to chill. I'm very interested to hear your answer.
Hey, Kaya, I will have a question. I mean, coming up to top of Uetliberg, how can you tell us a little bit more about that? How to reach the beautiful hotel?
Yes, of course. So if you arrive by airplane, you can take a train from the airport like 7 minutes to the main station. And from the main station, you can take the Uetliberg train. It takes 20 minutes. And then you get to the Uetliberg train station. From there, it's a 7 minutes walk. But if you have a lot of luggage or you are somehow your leg hurts or something, then we also can transport people and also the luggage, of course.
Amazing. Yeah, that's good to know.
Yes, sure.
So, I mean, you already have results?
Yes, we have results. So 72% of the overwhelming majority said leisurely strolls along the beautiful lake promenade, followed by 12% on outdoor activities, adventure like hiking and biking, and then third, 11% cultural exploration through museums.
Perfect. Interesting.
Everyone who wants to hike and bike definitely has to go to Uttokulmen Uetliberg.
Yes,
That's the best
correct.
place to do that.
Actually, leisurely walking is also equated to chilling.
True that, especially in this calm surrounding of Zurich, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Mhm.
Best thing to do in Zurich, just leisurely stroll across the lake, and then you discover so many new things that you just end up going and experiencing.
Yeah.
That's one of my personal favorite things to do. But thank you guys so much for taking us through these wonderful products. Before we get to the Q&A session, just a couple of things. Switzerland Tourism is always at your service. We are based in Mumbai within the Consulate General of Switzerland. We provide a lot of tools and helpful guides. So the first most important one is our website, myswitzerland.com. It is the encyclopedia of tourism to Switzerland, and you can get access to all the various information about our touristic offerings here, including a lot of different unique activities you can do in and around Zurich. Our trade corner has been specifically focused on popular highlights for the India market. So you can visit it, you get access to informative links and tools you can use. Please do follow us on LinkedIn. It keeps you up to date with our activities in the market, as well as important informative product updates that we keep putting up. And yes, the webinar recording will also be available on our Trade Corner by next week. So if you want to refresh this webinar, you can log on to our website, Trade Corner, and actually have another run through as well. We have a sales manual too. It's the helpful B2B guide for the travel trade with important information on excursions, insider tips, different destinations. That is also available for download on our Trade Corner. Free to download it and use it as a reference tool as well. Similarly, we have an e-learning program which gives you an extensive knowledge about Switzerland and all our various touristic products. Complete the core modules and the latest news section, get a certification as a Switzerland travel expert. We also have specialized modules relating to luxury travel, family travel, Swiss international airlines, etc. So you can also get specialized certifications. And yeah, we have it incentivized as well. So if you do complete our e-learning program and become a certified Switzerland travel expert by the end of the year, that's 31st of December 2024, the top scorers will enter into a lucky draw where 3 stand a chance to be selected for our fam trip to Switzerland in 2025. Yeah, that's me. My name is Ameya Kamath. Again, I look after all B2B activities for leisure travel at Switzerland Tourism, and I'm happy to help should you have any queries. Please reach out to me or drop me an email. We also have our general ST trade email, india.trade@switzerland.com. So if you have any general questions, you can also send the same to me. For all of those who asked me if we are going to send you a copy of the presentation, so as Nikhil mentioned at the start, one will be sent to to all attendees after the completion of the webinar, and we will also send it across as a follow-up once we get all the data of the attendees as well. Thank you so much, and now we move to the Q&A session for all our esteemed presenters. So, Sandra, the first question, I already discussed it at the start. Where can you access an extensive Indian restaurants list for Zurich?
Yes. So one which is not fully Indian is the Hiltel, but the Hiltel is actually very popular for our Indian guests. It's one of the first vegetarian restaurants worldwide. For real proper Indian cuisine, I have to say, obviously, I'm not the expert on it, but as I hear from my dear Indian guests, the Tamarind Hotel is really, really good.
That is true. And I'm sure you have a list on your website as well, zurich.com.
We actually do, but we also absolutely are free to help on a personal note. Just drop an email and we're ready to help out.
Perfect. Awesome. So the second question is with regards to the Zurich card. One was about the prices and the duration, the validity period, and then the actually the age-old question: Zurich card versus Swiss travel pass.
Yes, that is a very interesting question. So if your clients are having the Swiss travel pass, there's no need to add the Zurich card. There are only a few options that are in addition, but these are not worth to buy the Zurich card extra. So if your guests spend time in Switzerland, get the Swiss travel pass for moving around, and then for the days in Zurich, don't do the Swiss travel pass, just the Zurich card. Then it makes sense. 24 hours or 29 francs, and then we have the 72 hours, which is 54 francs. So it makes a lot of sense, gives you free entry, brings you up to Uetliberg, and yeah, plenty of possibilities.
Also, the Swiss travel pass, if you don't mind me saying it, is for those who are going to spend a lot of time in Switzerland and travel across. The Zurich card is only valid for the Zurich region. So if your clients are, for example, going to do Zurich, Lucerne, Interlaken, Montreux, then it makes sense to have the Swiss travel pass over the Zurich card. But if they're only going to be based out of Zurich and explore the region in and around, then the Zurich card makes more sense.
Yeah. And then in general, I mean, you already know about traveling in Switzerland. It's impeccable with the trains and the trams. So it's really worth it to use that. And it gives you a lot of beautiful insight also about the nature around you.
True. Is the Rhine Falls included in the Zurich card? I just got
that. It is
that.
a little bit too far. It is out of the zone, but there's the possibility to get the discount on the bus tour with it.
Fantastic.
Since it's 1 hour and it's outside of Zurich, it's another canton as well. It's not included, sorry.
Great. The third question was with regards to the guided tours. You mentioned private as well as the public ones. So pricing was asked. So pricing was asked as well as when you showed the beautiful video of the cherry blossoms. Is there a cherry blossom tour as well?
It is not, because the period is too short, but we actually did a live ticker on our website. So on our website, we have a live ticker for the blooming in Zurich, and there it shows you exactly on what day, in which area, in what street is the full bloom going on the most beautiful way. So this is like a guide for you on the visual note. If you want to do a booking, a guided tour on a public way, it costs you 25 Swiss francs. For example, the walking tour. With the Zurich card, you have a discount of 50%. If you want to organize something for your group, you can do that. And then it depends a lot of what you want to do. You want to do a food tour, you want to do a neighborhood tour, whatsoever. It is between 300 and 500 francs, and you profit from a 10% commission.
Fantastic. And and just going back to the Zurich card, because one more question popped up, how do we book one?
So you can do that directly on the Zurich card app as a tourist. If you as buyers want to buy them for your clients, you can do that on our B2B shop. There again, you profit from a 10% commission, and you can purchase them with a credit card and then send the ticket electronically to your clients. For the booking, you need names, date of birth, and as I said, the credit card.
Great. The next question is for Amalia. So, Amalia, that a large population of India are vegetarian/vegan. So just if you could enlighten us on the options in the restaurants at the MO Zurich, with regards to that and the possibility of Indian food as well.
Well, we have at the moment two big restaurants. One is the Brasserie, which is, as I mentioned, the concept between Swiss and French cuisine. We have some vegetarian dishes. They are not Indian dishes at the moment. I think that in the future, maybe for the high season, we can include some options. This is something that I brought from my last trip to India as a concern to the chef as well, because it's one of our top 5 markets. But because we are still in an opening phase, we still need some time to develop and to really confirm that we have Indian dishes. In the Italian restaurant as well, we have plenty of options for vegetarian clients as well, and also in-room dining. Yeah, so we can also, and Mandarin is also about, like, you know, if you have a specific request for a client in advance, you just email me, you let me know, and I can inform operations in advance, and we can prepare maybe some kind of wow factor for this client.
Fantastic. I mean, that was actually going to be my second question that came in, because, you know, with luxury clients, many a times they opt for your hotel to celebrate some sort of an occasion, an anniversary, a birthday, 30-year milestone. So if they're looking for like a customized experience, how do they go about it? As a travel agent, they want to do something special for those clients. Do they reach out directly to you, or do you have a concierge desk? How do you go about it?
Usually it comes directly to me, because usually when the clients book, it doesn't matter if it's via GDS or directly with the hotels and reservations, I'm always in CC. And then when it's a specific request, like a celebration occasion, something that I need to confirm and it's really my decision, comes directly to me. If we need to involve the concierge because it's a kind of experience, or maybe a private appointment in a boutique store, or maybe a spa day, I involve the concierge, but I am the main contact for everything, even writing welcome cards with my own hands. Because this is, as you said, very customized and very luxury. So I'm very involved in every booking.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Amalia.
You're
When
welcome.
we go up to the top of Zurich, just a quick question to Kaya. When you book an overnight at the Utokulm, are all meals included or just breakfast?
Sorry, I was on mute. So you can book the room without or with breakfast, but we don't have like a package where all the meals are included. But we have the tete-a-tete, it's called. It's a romantic package where our guests can book the room and also have a 5-meal in the price included, and breakfast also.
Cool. Now, I mean, this is again a question we discussed before the start of the webinar. You've seen what Indian weddings are like, right? So they're asking about the possibility of holding an Indian wedding with the pyre, with everything up there, along with the Indian catering, and what is the maximum capacity at the Utokulm as well?
So, I mean, it depends. But of course, you can hold an Indian wedding. I mean, you can just send me an inquiry to my email, and I mean, around 300 people is the maximum. But as I said, we only have 55 rooms, so that maybe could be a problem.
Okay. One question I got for both the hotels was, I mean, the average room rate, but I'm assuming you'd prefer the travel agents, the attendees you're contacting you directly to work that out. So I'm going to stay away from that. But I'm assuming like for both the hotels are very well versed in holding events and weddings, right? So do you have like specialized technicians, wedding planners, logistic providers, etc., impaneled with you who could then assist these wedding companies or travel agents doing this to kind of organize it, or is it supposed to be outsourced directly by the found directly by the agent?
So we have a wedding planner. Larissa Gruber is her name, and she's very experienced, and yeah, she will help you with anything that you need.
Is it and for Mandarin Oriental?
Well, the thing is, I mean, I have 700 square meters in space, but my biggest meeting space is for 80 clients only.
Okay.
That's why we are more into the local weddings business, the Zurich ones, because the Indians are too big. But of course, answering to your questions, yes, we do have this service inside the hotel. And also we are a hotel that also can support with rooms in case the wedding is in another hotel. Because maybe you can host 300 clients, but I can support with rooms maybe. And because, you know, the hotels in Zurich are not so big. So this is something that we have. The guests, usually they can stay with us. But yes, it's only for 80 clients, my ballroom.
Cool. No, I mean, the thing is that the trends are changing here as well. You have, of course, the grand Indian wedding,
I know.
but many families are looking at intimate 50, 60 pack weddings only for close family friends. So it's a good opportunity to explore in the market as well, from a Indian perspective. But thank you so much for the information. One final question which popped up is about Lindt Home of Chocolate, because I don't think that attraction got a mention, and I think that, and of course it's getting really popular with our markets. So if Sandra, you could just give us a little bit of a brief about it.
A little bit more insight about the Lindt Home of Chocolate? Oh yes, with pleasure. So there is it is at Kilchberg, a little bit outside of the city of Zurich. So you can or take a bus to go there, which takes you 15 minutes from the city center, or a beautiful way to reach the Lindt Home of Chocolate is by Limmat boat. Both of the ways are included in the Zurich card and the Swiss Travel Pass. As soon as you are there at the Lindt Home of Chocolate, you can enter the museum, and it's really worth it to take an audio guide. So it's not important for you to book a whole tour, because they have a very high quality of audio guides, obviously in English. Which is important for your clients to know. Please tell them they should buy a slot before. It's like, it's very well booked. It became very, very popular, also thanks to your work in India. And please tell them to get a ticket, a slot, like 1, 2, 3 days before, maybe even 2 weeks before. Makes sense.
Thank you. So that's a wrap on the Q&A session as well. Nikhil, if I can have the presentation, please, I'll just do the concluding slides. So thank you guys so much for being a part of our webinar on Zurich. Of course, Zurich being extremely popular, we also got a chance to highlight two relatively newer attractions: the rebirth of the Mandarin Oriental, Savoy Zurich, and of course, Uetliberg, Zurich's home mountain, and the beautiful picturesque Uterkulm Hotel. We now will move to the part of the webinar that y'all were also excited for, which is the famous quiz, where the top scorers who attend all our webinars, answer the quiz correctly, stand a chance to be a part of the 2025 fan trip to Switzerland. So a few house rules for you. This is only for the Indian outbound leisure travel trade. Answer only via the link provided by DDP Webinars on the chat box. Right? Please, only those will be considered. Do not email us your answers. They will not be considered. The deadline is 7 p.m. today, so answer all the questions before the deadline. Anything that comes in after will not be considered. Those attending all our webinars and answering all the quiz questions correctly will be considered for selected for the fam trip. And please do, when you register, add in all the information so that we can reach out to you should you qualify as well. So without further ado, please go ahead and open the quiz. I think there was some issue with downloading the sales guide. Do not worry. To all the attendees, you will get a copy of the sales guide emailed to you as well. So we don't worry about it. You'll get access to it as well. With that being said, thank you again for being part of our webinar. We're always excited to bring in different aspects of Switzerland and its touristic offerings. I would once again like to thank my colleagues Sandra, Amalia, and Kaya for taking the time out to present their respective products and services to you. Should you have any questions for us, you can reach out to india.trade@switzerland.com. I'm happy to take it up and as well as forward it to my colleagues. And we look forward to having you present for our next webinar, which is going to be on the 5th of April. And we're going to feature everybody's one of the other popular destinations, Interlaken, along with Geneva, as well as the Chaplin's World Museum. So we're looking forward to having you guys on board there. The invitations will also be sent out to you shortly. Thank you once again. If anybody has any parting words, please go ahead.
Thank you for taking your time. I know you all are very busy with the high season coming up. Please sell Zurich as the cool city what it is, and not only thinking of the airport, because there's plenty to do. Goodbye, and hope to see you all soon.
Thank you.